Thank you for tuning in to Okay, So Hear Me Out. I am your host, Bear. And of course, with me, as always, is the one and only Chris, C.O., Big Circle. How you doing, my G?
Man, it's good to be back in the saddle, sir.
I'm telling you, life be lifing, though.
Man, look, it does. It does. But we broke free today, man.
Yes.
We're rebels. We're bucking the system. We're out.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
I'm
man.
Glad to be here.
Happy Friday.
How about that, man?
Happy Friday.
Man. They got their money's worth out of me this week, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
On the W-2, they was like, yeah.
Yeah,
we need that.
Look, not even just this week. I'm talking about for like the past 4 or 5 weeks, man. I mean, it's been a grinder.
Yeah, I think I probably got some more grades. I don't want to check. Right, I just figure I do just based on what's been going on lately.
For some reason, my grades only come up on my chin.
Like, you programmed it, bro?
I don't know. I guess so. Man. My grades really don't show on my head. It just shows on my chin.
Yeah, well, I'm getting silvers, so that's interesting. So I have the metallic reminders. Like, yeah, we here, man. So if it's daytime, like, yo, and even at night, I'm thinking cars when I walk. It probably reflected off the top of my head.
So if I shave my face, if I go, baby face, which will never happen, because that's not a good look for me. Man, that's not a look for me. Nah. You rock that look. I can't rock that look. But if I ever shaved my face, nobody would ever actually know how old I was, because they'd be like, "You sure you're 47?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 47. You ain't got no gray hair anywhere." I know.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
But now you got all that wisdom up there, bro.
Yeah.
Well, better to have it than not actually have the opportunity to have it.
Exactly. I got my hair. My hair is still nice and thick and long. Yeah. I got some spots that trying to get thin on me, but it's not that noticeable right now.
There are some battlefield sections.
Yeah.
It's like
I can't get that crispy edge up top, front like I used to.
Right, yeah,
if my barber, shout out to Blades, man. If my barber tries to, give me an edge up top, he's like, man, if I go any further, it's going to be a receding hairline. So I'm like, well, you know what? We're going to pause.
We got to have a spec meeting.
We're going to pause where we at.
Yeah, what blades you use? I'm leaning back like, hold on. Back in the day, I'll be like, well, whatever, because it's going to grow back and no problem everywhere. But now it's like, got some pre-planning.
I don't know.
Job safety analysis, JSAs and all that. But yeah, but nah, man, it's really good. I hope everybody's okay, man. It's really good to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
Chop it up, man. Get some good energy out here. Nothing but vibes, baby.
Nothing but vibes. The podcast of high vibes, the people's podcast. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
So got a message from a listener.
All right.
Yeah. Another one. Someone wrote, okay, so I have been struggling with finding friends who can actually, quote unquote, handle me, or some online friends just end up ghosting me. When they find out how I look, they will act differently. I'm not saying that they think I look ugly or whatever. It's just my family, etc., says I have the body of a hoe. It kind of hurts.
I don't know what I thought you were going to say. I didn't expect that.
It hurts kind of, I guess. I'm a minor and have been struggling because of these few things. I guess when I try to talk to others, I just get awkward because I'm scared what they will think, et cetera, et cetera. I just don't know how to make friends who, understand me.
That's heavy.
That's heavy.
Said, and this is, she said she's a minor.
Yeah, she says she's a minor.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, and I know who it is. I'm not going to, put no names out there, but
there ain't no need for that.
No. I know who it is, but, she is, she's like her senior year in high school.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's in her senior year in high school. Nuts. But yeah, so she's like, it's hard for her to make friends, basically IRL, but it's easier for her to make friends online because they don't see her. But whenever she does make these friends online, she doesn't want to meet up with them in real life just because of the fact that they may change their demeanor or how they view her or something of that nature, just because of the way that her family has been treating her and talking about her and talking to her and whatnot, which, you understand, completely and utterly heartbreaking and disrespectful.
I wonder what she meant by, at the beginning she said, handle me. They can't, What was that? How'd she phrase?
Yeah, she said, okay, I've been struggling with finding friends who can actually, quote unquote, handle me.
Right. What does that mean?
I guess handle me. I guess she's talking about her appearance. Yeah, handle her appearance, you know.
So this is a model, a curvy person is.
I guess so.
It doesn't matter. So
I guess so. They say she has a body of of somebody who's promiscuous.
All right. So yeah. Okay. Well, I'm concerned about the energy and the that's coming from the family members if they're doing what she's saying. So
yeah.
God bless her on that. That's a tough place because family's supposed to be the soft place to land.
Yeah.
Right. You grow up.
That's not always the case, though.
It should be. And if it's not, and if it's really not, and they're adding fuel to the fire, that's tough.
Yeah.
But what you have to realize is, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 8 years old or 88 years old. You are an unrepeatable, original historical event. Your body, your mind, your soul is a one of one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you got, you get what you get, and you should learn to like it if you don't. Look, if you're not promiscuous, I wonder why they would say that. And so if you know you're not, you start there. So if your character is great, if your integrity is intact, mm-hmm. and if you dig you and you own it when you walk out, you like, yo, whatever I got on, whatever I'm on, you own that. Start practicing with that every day, because you're going to have to build yourself back up, because it sounds like you don't have a circle that's going to build you up. So that's a lonely place.
Yeah.
But others less brave and less strong than you are have done it, because you didn't have to put that message out there. You could have just lived with that. So that's you reaching out and saying, maybe these guys are a community and maybe I can hear something from them. And we certainly are. We're on that. Baron and I have private conversations about stuff. And this is the kind of stuff, that keeps us up at night. And this is the kind of stuff that, we're like, we really want to smoke for this because we want to help people out. You get up in the morning, you practice, you look in the mirror and you start telling yourself positive things, and then you go where you want to go. I'm assuming you're not dressing. You want to be classy as you can about what you dress and be young too. Mm-hmm. I'm in my 40s. You don't need to wear something like a 40-year-old woman. Mm-mm. But if you're not out of pocket with that and they're just saying these things, you got to think their motivation is something else, perhaps jealousy or perhaps malice. Some people just want to tear stuff down. Some people want to see a horror movie, yep. and they're going to use you as the canvas. Yep. And don't let them. Just say, no, I'm not going to be that guy, that lady. And to the friend thing, you do need to try to make a pivot and start figuring out how to engage people offline, because it's not likely that you'll be able to live your life online. It's
completely another.
Yeah, like you got to engage people, and you should want to. There's a need to say these people don't work, and it's okay. If you're punching dry holes friendship wise, this person's not great, this not great, this not great, and you're like, wow, nobody's great. That's not true. You're gonna find your village.
Yeah.
And they're out there, and make sure that you're ready for them. Make sure you're open, you're honest, you have some vulnerability without being weak. In other words, you pour yourself into your friendships. If you get hurt, you're like, wow, I was doing what I was supposed to do. And it hurts that we're not friends anymore, but then you get yourself back up. I think that's a place to start. The character and integrity, and then loving yourself is a practice, man.
Loving yourself is the main thing I want to look at. Also, you know your truth. Mm-hmm. You know the truth of what other people say about mm-hmm. you, and that's part of it right there. I can really sympathize and understand where she's coming from, because there was a long time when I used to be, and I think I've mentioned this before, where I used to be a people pleaser. Mm-hmm. And
you mentioned that,
yeah, and I've always wanted to make sure that everybody else was feeling okay, and disregard my own feelings, my own situation. Mm-hmm. People would say something bad about me or a lie about me or something, and I'm like, well, maybe that's just a misunderstanding that they're having, and I just need to explain to them, and I just need to, no, they're lying. Mm-hmm. They're lying. It's whatever they're saying is an outright lie, and there's no truth behind it. So I can't just be like, just give them the benefit of the doubt, while not giving myself the respect that I need to give. Because they're disrespecting me and everything that I am and everything that I've done just for the ability to, spread gossip and just to have some hot tea for the moment or have a hot take or something of that nature. And that's something nuts. They even mentioned it in a sermon just recently at church, talking about you have individuals who want to just spread lies about you and just spread gossip about you. And that's something that's completely written against in the Bible. You are not here to disrespect anybody in that way, shape, form, or fashion just because of the fact that you just want to have something to say. You want to just have something to say, and that's not helping anybody. That's not benefiting anybody.
It's really not.
You're not giving anybody any love or anything of that nature. You just want this because you want the attention, because you're starved. Why are you starved? Let's focus on that.
Right.
Why are you starved to the point that you have to denigrate somebody at that level and bring them down? This young woman, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to say I'm pretty sure. I know she's a good kid. And I know she doesn't dress like that. And I know she doesn't act like that. But these people want to go out there and just put her out there like that for no reason whatsoever. It's horrible. It's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. But you got to love yourself. And you have to understand who you are. And that's one thing that I had to do. I had to understand who I was, who I am. And people can run their mouth. People still talk about me to this day. Dude, I'm 40 something years old. What in the world are you? What am I doing going out there trying to defend myself from people that clearly don't care or love me in the first place? I don't. I see that's how you want to roll. Cool.
That's on you.
That's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to put this barrier up. You can't cross this line anymore. Don't try to reach out to me. You can reach out to me all you want.
I'm cool.
I'm not going to really answer. I'm
cool.
Yep. I'm not going to block you, but I'm cool. Because I'm going to leave that door open. I'm going to leave the door open. I'm going to leave the door unlocked just so that you'll have an understanding that once you get here, I'm going to give you the opportunity. You going to fix yourself? Yeah, my bad. Okay, then we can start over. You going to fix yourself? What you talking about? That's all I had to hear. Close it off again.
Because you know.
Because I know. Because I know. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my energy. I'm not going to let you dip into my energy. Because I got to keep my energy up for the good people that are actually in my life. I need to keep my energy up for my kid. I can't be walking around here. I went through depression already before with him around. I can't go do that again. I'm not going to do that again because my depression, yes, it's my depression. People get depressed. I'm not saying that it's wrong to be depressed. It's not anything wrong with that. You need to pull yourself out of it.
You got to deal.
You got to deal with it. You got to pull yourself out of it. And you have to understand, too, that you're pulling yourself out of it, not just for your own personal mental health and mental safety and sake, but also for that of individuals who are going to be around you, who are going to be affected by that, because your low energy brings down other people's energy. People are not going to want to be around you, and people are going to feel, some type of way of being around you or something like that. I don't know. It's not something that's healthy all the way around. So continue to be the good person that you know that you are. Forget what anybody else is saying, because what they're saying is because something that you kind of mentioned before, there's something deeply wrong with them. There's something that they're jealous about. Maybe they're just jealous about the fact that she does have, these looks that they wish that they had. Maybe there's something jealousy about the fact that, there's some guy who wanted to date her or something of that nature, and she turned him down. And so now all of a sudden, you know how guys are especially whenever we were teenagers. Hey, I like to take you out. Can I get your number? I don't want you to have my phone number. I didn't want your number anyway. You ugly anyway. You know what I mean?
That's so ridiculous.
I'm so dumb.
0 to 100 real quick.
Come on.
Like,
she looked good enough for you to want to get the number,
right.
But as soon as she turned you down, now all of a sudden,
right?
Get out!
All right, man.
Get out of here. But anyway, so yeah, continue to be you, love you, remember who you are, and what other people say about you has nothing to do with who you truly are.
Yeah. You got one of my videos I love to listen to is a clip of Harry Belafonte, and he was talking about, you know, how, I mean, he was in rare form, but he said, I have a destination that surpasses basically your expectation of where you want me to be. In other words, where I'm going, you could see the spot you want me to be at, but I know wherever you're thinking I'm supposed to be, I'm going beyond that. And he didn't say it. Some of the stuff I've seen with him, he was just, he was like, man, I'm not in your orbit and stuck. Like, I could be here, or I could be in a whole other galaxy. You got these people who are unpaid trolls that are telling this lady to tell this lady these things. And I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, I think we talked about that, and we might talk about it a little more today. But blood is thicker than water don't matter. If you are a human being and you're an obstruction to my purpose, then you are actively on the list. I'm removing you. I've got to shove you out the way. Yeah. And I will say this also to her: the people that you think you don't need, you probably don't need. And I can't speak to having a family structure that's like that. Now, there were people in my family who I found and knew I didn't care anything about me being happy. They would say and do little things. Right. But they were little things because my folks had instilled in me, man, you got something to do, so you don't have time. Which goes with the destination with Harry Belafonte. I wish I'd do the exact quote, because every time I hear it, it sits well with me, and it might not be impressive to anybody else. But I listen to that little video probably about 3 times a year. And it's just time to listen to it. Listen to it a couple of weeks ago. So God bless her. So I'm gonna end it right there.
But like you're saying about that, blood thicker than water thing, some friends are more family than your actual blood relatives. So just understand, you know what, you learn to be alone, and it's okay. It's okay to learn to be alone. I had to go through it at one point, and it was actually eye-opening, refreshing, healing. And it would be a good move, I'd say, to learn to be alone. And when you learn to be alone, you learn to understand the people that you truly need to keep in your life, and the people that you understand who are not there for you, and therefore you're able to remove them out of your life for your own benefit, and for their own benefit as well, because they don't even realize how much they actually improve in their lives when they have no target. When they have no target, it's like they have nobody that they can, throw tar at or throw mud at. If you have no target to throw mud at, then you're sitting here, you're just like, okay, well, what else can I do? And they probably find something more constructive to do. Hopefully they find something more constructive to do, or they move forward and become a better individual in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But again, just distancing yourself from some people is always a good thing. And as far as trying to find friends and make friends, don't force it. It's good to just go out there and just live life. You'll run across people who become part of your life, good people who become part of your life, and sometimes the most unorthodox ways. Like for example, like with you, I can even use you as an example, man. I didn't go out looking for Chris. I just went out and was with friends, and he was part of the group that was there at this function, and and we got to talking, and we hit it off, and every now and then we call each other, conversate with each other, and meet up with with our families to do things. And next thing you know, this is a partnership. I mean, Chris, you're one of those individuals who I feel like is more family than blood relatives. That. And and I have other friends like that, and I have family members that blood relatives. I mean, that I've had to realize that I had to push you away just because, or just, close the door or pull off the rope that lets that bridge just drop. I didn't burn the bridge, but I let the bridge drop so that, you can't cross it.
You stay over there.
You stay on that side. I'm going to stay over here. love you from a distance. You keep doing what you're doing. I love you from a distance, but I'm not going to associate with you anymore. And that's just how it is. You don't want that. You don't plan for that. But
it's essential.
But it's essential. If it happens, it happens. But you have to recognize when it's there, so that you don't let yourself fall deeper into a cascade where now all of a sudden you're trading bar for bar. You know, the last thing you want to do is bring yourself to a point that, you know, when they say, you see one person arguing with an idiot and you realize there are two idiots arguing. Don't be that perception of people thinking somebody who's walking by just look at both of y'all and just like, oh man, two idiots over there arguing.
And they're right.
Yeah. Let that one idiot be an idiot alone.
Yeah. Let him rock out, man.
Yeah. Let him rock that idiocy alone.
Yeah. You move on.
Yeah. Save your mental and emotional health, save your physical health, because ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, when you are mentally and emotionally hurting, that drains your body. That really deteriorates your body. There is this thing called broken heart syndrome. Mm-hmm. And it's because, you know, somebody's heart is weakened because of some emotional drama that happened in their life, whether it be the loss of a loved one. And I know all of y'all have heard of something like that in regards to like a grandparent. One goes and next thing you know, the other one is gone not too long after that. In fact, I just heard a story talking to somebody not too long ago, how their grandparents, it wasn't grandparents, it was her aunt and uncle. Mm-hmm. Her uncle died. And when her aunt got the call for it, she literally had a heart attack during that call and died right there.
It's the ultimate emotional trauma.
Yeah.
Your body can't deal with a lot of it.
Could you imagine losing two family members just like that?
Like within an
hour. Within an hour.
They're gone.
They're gone. You know? And like I said, you don't want to, and it's, I'm not trying to make it as that, you know.
No, the point is taken, though.
Yeah, exactly. Just want to make a point that, you know, your emotional trauma can take you down physically as well. So you just want to make sure that you don't let that individual hurt you emotionally so much that it deteriorates your own physical health.
I know we got to move on. So let me get 15 seconds on this.
15 seconds. You're on the clock.
So the promiscuous thing, you know, it's a person who you would consider promiscuous and you're out there, and that's a heavy charge. Mm-hmm. That means hypersexuality.
Right.
Right. And that's a heavy charge, and that's something where you're trying to tear someone down. But even if you were, the redemption story can be yours as well.
Absolutely.
And so there's no judgment here. I don't believe it's true, because I saw Barron's face when he was reading. But even for those of you who are listening who are in a similar situation and didn't step forward and put that out, even if you are, you can work against that too, because that doesn't have to be the start and the end of your story. If you believe that what you're doing is wrong, you could fix that without any judgment. You can just decide, I'm going to take a different path.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say is you're worthy. Whatever it is whatever you think it is that will feel better for you coming out of this, you're worthy. So yeah, you can go get that. And yeah, you can get it at your age. And yeah, you can get it with limited resources emotionally and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
We went a little over 15 seconds.
That's all right.
There you go.
That's all right.
God bless you, lady.
I'll just take it out your paycheck.
All right, then.
All right. Let's see. So, you know, the things that used to get under our skin.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So
here we go.
I wanted to bring that back out real quick.
Sure you did.
Yeah. So,
make sure I ain't got nothing to throw at the wall while I'm sitting here. Yeah, we cool. Yeah.
Man. Now you do still have your glasses. You can toss your glasses.
I need something heavy. You know, I need to make an impact. I need to hit something and something falls over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right. Well,
but you got a lot of books, so I could.
Yeah. I got some books here. I got some books here.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't hit my Lego sets, though.
Oh no, that would be horrible. I wouldn't do that. That's a sin.
Man, you know what? I've gotten right back into Lego again, dude. And it started in Christmas. I told my son, I said, hey, if you want to give me something for Christmas, I've really been getting back into Legos again. Man, and he was like, say less.
Have you seen them sets in the stores that they got now?
Yes.
I don't go down that aisle. There's certain stores, it's an aisle.
Oh, yeah. No. There's certain stores I don't go down the aisle.
I ain't going over there.
Right now, I've been pulling mine from Amazon and, oddly enough, HEB.
I think we said shout out to HEB about 15 times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. HEB, I love y'all. Wow. But anyway.
But they play dirty, man.
They play dirty. They can play dirty sometimes.
I came here for some muffins and some produce, man.
And I'm walking out with
y'all got these end caps and y'all rocking out.
And I'm walking out with a basket full of extra stuff that I did not need. I came here to
cut it out, man.
I came here to spend $50 and $150 later.
Yeah. That's all we knew. You was coming back.
Yeah.
Y'all make that right.
Yeah, they be getting your boy.
Yeah, cut it out, man.
They get me.
I mean, they playing music in there. I'm like, yo, that's some good music. So now you stay in the store longer. I was like, yo, that's worth it. Because when I was growing up, I'm like, man, what is this garbage they're playing?
It's elevator music.
But now, our stuff is old school, and they play old school,
right?
And I'm like, I'm comfortable.
Now, the only thing I can say about that is the fact that, okay, I have my condition where I get overwhelmed with overloaded with information. So so help myself to combat that. If I'm not with somebody, basically my son at the store with me to walk with me and talk with me, I got to have my earbuds in.
Oh, well, you safe there.
And I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
Now, here's my problem. There are times where I'll start dancing down the aisles. And sometimes if the aisle is empty, I might start singing.
You have a concert on that empty aisle?
Man.
You know that cereal aisle. That wife and that kid leave?
Man.
He come to help.
I'll be in the ethnic food aisle.
Oh my gosh, man!
And man, something will come on. Like, man, shout out to Marvin Prince, man. Like, remember when we was talking about how Cisco was one of his top 5 singers?
Yeah, he had him on there. Yeah.
Look, I had an episode when Beauty came on,
man,
and and when that part hit with. You are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like them dudes stood up in the studio, man. Yes. It's like they leaned forward or something.
I'm telling you. And Cisco really hit it with that ad-libbing on that part. I'm like, boy, get it.
Yeah. He's a professional.
Man, I'm telling you. Man, Prince really hit it on that one though, man. Cause he was like, he's an underrated lead singer. And I'm like, man, you know what? You really all right on that. I didn't think about it. And I thought about it a lot after that episode, after we recorded with him that day. But man, I was like, dude, you are so right.
He's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
He first ballot.
Yeah.
He first ballot.
Yeah. I mean,
I know a lot of people throw that first ballot away. Throw that first ballot out there a little way too much. No. But
he on that list.
I think he on that list.
He made it's March Madness. He made the 64.
Yeah.
He pretty high seed.
Yeah, he ain't even just in 64. Yeah, he made it to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8.
But no, the Legos, Yeah. I'm not on that. There's some things I actually literally have tied to some goals and things I have to accomplish, and I will allow myself to go buy me some. That's how bad it is.
This boy messed around and got me, I don't know if you can see it, there's a Game Boy Lego.
Oh, I see it right there.
That thing, it looks like and feels exactly like a Game Boy. Nice. I mean, I had flashbacks to like 1996. Man, come on, dude! It was ridiculous. I was like,
Tetris and F1 race.
I mean, dude, it's so crazy. I'm about to bring it to you real quick, man. Because what's crazy is that they actually have the buttons. You can push the buttons. You can move the controller.
Oh, they just show it out.
Dude, I'm telling you. The engineering to be able to make some of these Legos is just
the screen work?
Yeah, the screen kind of works too. It's actually like a little holographic type screen. But check this out. The cartridge comes out and you can slide it in and you can hear it click.
So they gonna do the windmill, but they gonna cover their eyes when they done.
Look, man, all right, for real. They put their arm down in the hoop.
I'm gonna kill
Look here, the power on button.
Wow.
You can hear the click on that. And look on the sides. They got the volume control and the contrast control. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, it's so ridiculously good.
That's why I'm tying it to some things as a grown up I got to do.
I'm telling you.
Because I will not. Because it's like you don't go buy a Lego set. It's like this one, and then you're going to go buy some more.
Yep.
That's how that works.
I mean, look here. You see this. I got a whole collection of cars right here, man. Got a whole collection of cars. Got a couple of Star Wars ships.
Yep.
Bro, I mean, I got the DeLorean.
And there's more. I saw that.
I got the DeLorean.
I could see some more in the back, too. But I saw that Game Boy earlier, and I actually thought that was a Game Boy.
Yeah,
Until you said that right now.
Exactly.
Like, you got a Game Boy out there that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not an actual Game Boy. It's a Lego. It's a Lego Game Boy.
They didn't have a 12-step program for Legos when I was little, but I needed it.
They need to have one, and I definitely need to be there.
A couple of times I got her, and that was one of the times I got her. I'm hustling her. I was like, because she's thinking all these just little blocks.
Right.
So I was like, all right, certain grade, certain GPA, can I get them? She's like, yeah, because, And man, look, I had a problem because she's like, you got to go outside. I was like, but it's going to take me another 45 minutes to finish. She's like, no, you got to get out.
Absolutely.
It was that. So, but now I'm like, I know, man, look, when I retire, that's on the list.
Oh.
Especially if I retire well. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Brother, let me hit the lottery.
Oh.
That's one of those things. Okay, if I hit the lottery, you'll never know, except for that.
Man,
except for that, I would probably have like you open my garage door and it would be just like where do you park your cars? Why do you park your cars outside?
I don't need a car anymore.
My garage. Oh,
I'm here all the time.
My Legos are in my garage, and like I'd have like a 3-car garage just full of Lego sets just hanging and posted everywhere.
Well, why do you have all that? That's not the question. The question is, why don't you have all?
You're asking the questions that's you're being disrespectful right now.
That's what you gotta let them know.
You're being disrespectful.
You gotta let them know.
Let me have this.
Listen here, man.
Let me have this. And Legos is my thing.
I'll just be like, look, I thought you was one of the smart ones, but now you gotta go. But you ain't. So now you gotta go. Like,
now you gotta go.
I thought you was one of the smart ones, but
it's one of those things. Why do you have so much? There's the door.
You can go, man.
There's the door.
I thought you was one of the cool ones.
Yeah, I thought you.
Now Legos is cool, and
you were a friend.
It occupies your time.
Oh, it takes time.
And so you can't. I mean, you spend the money for them. You don't spend any money while you're doing it.
But the thing is, I can't have like my sets have to be at least 400 pieces or more.
Oh man, you got the specs down.
It has to be at least 400 pieces.
I like the picture.
If it's less than that, I feel like it's a waste of my time.
Oh well, they got you covered.
It's like a 5-piece puzzle.
Man, listen here. Some of these conferences, these shows that they go to, in these Legolands.
Yeah.
You fine.
Oh man.
I would roll in there in the fur. Man, I went at lottery. I'm gonna have a fur coat or whatever. You gonna give me that one. This is gonna be like the Michael Jackson, Martin Bashir. Like I'll take that and that and that. They're like, yo, you got to grow up.
This is why I don't go to like Baybrook Mall, because if I do, I'm gonna go to the Lego store over there.
I didn't know they still had that store, man.
At least I think they still do.
There's no reason.
I don't know because, like I say, I don't go to Baybrook Mall anymore.
It's pretty
because
impressive in there.
If I do, I'm spending back about $400.
Yeah, I stay away from that.
And I don't have $400.
Legos, they ain't cheap.
I'm gonna spend $400, and I'm going to be like, "Hey, can I pay my rent next month?"
I'm like, man, I can't eat these blocks. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, anyway. Exactly. Can't do that. Cannot do that. We just got totally off tangent.
Sorry, world.
Yeah, you talking about throwing stuff, and I was like, "Don't hit my Legos." And next thing you know, we went off topic. You know how it is. Just bear with me here.
Right.
I need closure. Oh my goodness.
No.
Do you really need closure? Is it necessary? If that person is as toxic as they are, do you really need closure when you just get up and leave? If you're in a toxic relationship and let's just say the toxic person leaves you.
Happens all the time.
It happens a lot. It happens more to people than people actually like to admit to. But if that toxic person leaves you, do you really need closure from that person? If it's been a bad relationship, do you really need closure from that person? I don't. Mm-mm. If it's a bad relationship and she left me, you know what I'm going to say? Thank you. You made this so much easier for me. I was about to leave too, but I mean, since you left first, I'm going to go ahead and let you leave. I'm going to open the door for you. I'm going to close it right behind you and lock the door. Please don't turn around and try to come back. It's not happening. It's really not happening. If it's a toxic relationship and I leave the toxic person, I'm going to say the same thing. I really got to go. I'm going to close the door right behind myself. Please don't come chasing after me. I really don't want you to. I don't need closure. At one point I did when I was younger. I think it was because I was just young and dumb. But it was one of those situations where I just, again, during my people pleasing stage, and also part of that, I don't want to be alone stage. I got too used to having a girlfriend around. I mean, she and I were together for maybe 3 or 4 years by that point. So, I mean, we had been together for a while. So now all of a sudden it kind of felt weird not having a girlfriend. And I'm just like, I want my girlfriend back, even though she the one who played me.
Don't matter.
She was the one who was being toxic.
Don't matter.
Granted, I'm not gonna lie. I probably wasn't the best boyfriend at the time. Not gonna lie. Like I said, young and dumb. She had her issues. I had my issues.
Yep.
But
that's usually how it goes.
Yeah. But of course, the jaded side, because, not jaded side, but the blind side, because, you're like, oh, well, I had to be, I had to be good. I was good. There was nothing wrong with me. I did everything right. And on her side, she probably, I was good. There was nothing wrong with me. I did everything right. Everybody feels like their story was they were the victims in their own stories, when, okay, you were a victim, but you gave me the knife. I was a victim, but I gave you the knife. I didn't help the situation. It's like that one song talking about, how did it go? Dang it. What's that song? Who helped me bring the bottle off the shelf?
Right.
He helped me get the bottle off the shelf.
Right.
Yeah. It takes two, basically. It takes two. I might have been a drunk, but you the one that handed me the bottle and filled up my cup.
Let's tell the whole story.
So let's tell the whole story as it is. But yeah, look, you don't need closure. If the person leaves or if you leave, there was a reason behind that. Just sit back, look at it, analyze it, figure out what you did, what this person did, take accountability for what you did, and don't allow the disrespect that was given, and don't serve out any more of the disrespect that you gave. That's the closure that you need. The closure that you need is within yourself. Figure out what the life lesson was, accept it, and move on.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it as it's presented in society.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that. I'm going to say something I think you might be surprised at my perspective on part of this.
I'm sitting down, but now I'm going to sit down on the floor. It's in case if I fall over, I don't fall too far.
Nah, I mean, like if you take the breakup,
okay,
like you said,
that. How you handle it.
It's like, okay, like you said, man, this was toxic, but man, I don't really want to be alone, or I don't really want to be without a significant other, for example. Mm-hmm. And that's honest. When a person can be honest like that, their path to healing accelerates in a very healthy way. The lady that we were talking about at the beginning of this episode, her path to healing, she might not have known it by posting, but there was an acceleration because she's laying all the stuff out on the table. And she's like, this is what I figured out. So this is what I need to do. I think that there may be how you have a right to feel how you want to feel.
True.
So if you're hurt, you got to have some closure in that, like, yo, it's over, whatever it is, a romantic relationship, business deal, a job, a family member that you grew up with and played in the sandbox, and now y'all can't be within 500 feet of each other because it just went so bad. But you like, I don't want it to be that way. And so you're like, man, I'm in a bad space with this. I'm not really happy, even though, or the one where it's like, kind of like you alluded to, like, yo, man, I'm glad that person's gone, but you still need closure too. My issue with closure that I'm steadfast on is the third party interface to get it. I don't believe in that. I got to go get closure. So I'm going to go have a cup of coffee with Darth Vader that I just got rid of. that bad thing, that third party thing where closure is tied to someone else. And that happens a lot. It makes really good movies. It sells on Tubi and Netflix and all that. I need closure. So I'm going to go back to this toxic place and go interface with that a little bit. And you don't ever have to do that again.
Right.
But you can be in your house, in your apartment, in your car, and maybe at a red light, you're like, I got to pull over because this thing just hit me again. But that's you grappling with what's in your mind in a healthy space, even if you're unhappy.
Okay, see, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, that you don't need the closure of going back to that person.
Or that thing. Yeah.
Or that thing. Yeah, you don't need that closure.
Yeah.
You don't need to go back to that person to well, help me out. What did I do wrong? What was this? What was that?
No.
Why did we not work out? That is not closure.
You're grown up. Don't do that.
That is not closure.
It don't help.
The only type of closure you need is, again, understanding what went wrong personally, taking accountability of what you did to contribute to what went wrong.
Right.
Understanding the disrespect that you received and the disrespect that you might have also dished out, and or either way, however it goes, and accept what happened, learn from it, and move on.
As fast as you can.
Yeah, as fast as you can. I'm not saying it's going to be something that's going to be overnight. Not even say something that's going to take a weekend or a week or a month. This might take you a couple of years.
Man, and I won't be too specific. I had a couple breakups as an adult. By dinner, I was okay, and the breakups happened in the afternoon.
Yeah, right.
and I was okay. But
that was as an adult. That's after you had grown.
I mean, no, I wasn't that old.
Well, you were a little bit more grown than what you were probably back in the day.
I could legally go to jail.
Okay,
but I didn't have any. I didn't have these silver hairs we were talking about. And I remember thinking, man, something must be wrong with me because you're supposed to be broken down for a while. But where did I get that from? TV.
Yeah.
You know, people say, okay,
media.
Yeah. So like, you know, it's like, all right, you broke up, so now you got to wait a few weeks before you talk to somebody else because why? They say so. So if you actually met somebody and you were ready to go, you're supposed to wait because society would say you should wait. And I was like, that's absurd. But yeah, the third party interface, man, don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't need them. You really got to be in touch with yourself and realize your value and say, man, I don't
realize your value.
Yeah. Now, look, if you break up with somebody, you want them back, man, jump in your car, your bike, go get your gal or your person. Be honest and say, no, I want this. And see where it takes you.
Right.
But don't be like, I'm broken up. I need some closure. And you really just want to get back with a person.
Don't be a 90s video.
Right.
Don't be a 90s R&B video where you're standing in the rain and singing you know, like some R&B groups back in the day.
Sitting on a rock.
Crying.
You know.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that begging.
No.
It's not the begging.
No.
It's coming to an understanding.
Right.
And putting yourself out there. Just putting yourself out there and coming to an understanding of, hey, this is what I want. Can we have this? Let me know what I need to do to make sure that we get to a better place.
Yeah.
Now, baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging.
Oh, you gonna do that?
You don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
You don't want to do that.
Nope.
You don't want to go back to the days our love was strong. Can you tell me how a perfect love goes wrong?
It's fiction, man.
Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be?
Relationships are not
Give
one
me a
size
reason
fit
I'm down
all.
on bended knee.
Right.
Boys to me.
That's pop. That was a hit.
That was a hit.
That ain't your life.
That was my
jam.
Very
likely.
Boy, look, I'm telling you, 90s R&B used to have us in a chokehold, man. Used to have children feeling like they had gone through the roughest patch of their emotional lives.
Knock it off.
Like we just went through 20 years of marriage and all of a sudden going through a divorce.
In the 10th grade.
10th grade, 5th grade.
You wrote the note with the song on there? Sit down, man. Get on your skateboard and roll back to the house, man. And wash them dishes when you get there, man.
Be out in the rain, standing out in the middle of your front yard or your girl's front yard, man. Be like, baby, I miss you. I'm sorry.
Listen.
Daddy come running off on the front porch. Boy, get your butt out your home.
Go cut the grass, sir. All this stuff you doing. Did you trim the hedges, Casanova? That's what I need to know.
Hold up. But here's the crazy part. Y'all ain't dated but maybe 2 weeks. Y'all never even really dated. Y'all just y'all were just in the talking stage for 2 weeks.
Yeah, like you
on the phone with each other. You hang up. No, you hang up.
It's not what you think it is. It felt like it was.
It felt like it was. Man, my world came to an end.
Oh. I wonder how good I am about getting my kids prepared for that stuff. Because the things that I think versus the stuff that I hear that comes, I'm like, man, I got to make sure I don't say nothing. Right. I usually do pretty good with this fatherhood thing, but I can really screw it up here.
Facts. I don't know how comforting I'm going to be whenever you go through heartbreak, kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, listen. It can be very interesting. And I'm like, I just want to say, if I say what I'm thinking, it ain't gonna go. It's not me trying to be callous. It's just like, I'm trying to get to point B with this. This stuff you talking, it's objection, irrelevant. Objection, relevance, Your Honor. Yeah. Sustained. We agree.
Continue.
Yeah. Like, get you young Thundercats, cut it out,
boy,
man.
You still got Similac on your breath. You ain't seen nothing yet. Get out of that.
It's not as big as you make it.
It ain't that big.
Now you got bookshelves. You got volumes of books for sale on this stuff. And people they're not really focusing on what can get them over. And then they finally get there. But like, you could have been there before. Yeah. You could have a period where you're down. It's okay to be down. You just can't stay there.
Right. Exactly.
And when you're down, you have to be thinking, man, I'm here. Probably going to be here the rest of the night, but I can't stay here.
Right.
So maybe the next day I'm there, but I can't stay here. The problem is people are like, well, I'm just going to stay here. And then you start thinking stuff like closure and, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. And
that's the one that gets you.
Maybe it wasn't that bad.
Maybe it wasn't that bad.
Boy, there are a lot of,
oh my God.
Baby, it wasn't that bad.
Man, look, speaking of Boyz II Men, you think I didn't know about that when you was sleeping with that other fella? Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care.
Man, that was some old Rand Juice Jones.
Boy, why you lying?
Rick James, Lenny Williams type stuff. I was like, man, really? Yeah. And shout out. Talking about another First Ballot joint. Boy.
Look, you know how that song went on for like what, 10 minutes?
It was like
15 minutes.
It was like it had a A side, a B side, a C side. It kept going. And back then, that studio time, they talk about that. They was like, man, they wouldn't let you put no long songs out.
Yeah, because that costs.
So I don't know how he got that off, but man, we're all better for it.
Look, I'm telling you.
And that, you know how when you get ready to buy a house, I
watch TV till TV turned off.
Yeah, that's the line. That's the line. And now kids are like, what is he talking about? Because that doesn't happen. But yeah, but if you understand the strength of that, that's an event when TV goes off. That's an event.
I'm telling you, when they show that Apache Chief, and then all of a sudden all the lines turn multiple colors, and you hear that long beep. And right before that, they played the Star Spangled Banner. That's what it was. And you see some Marines saluting a flag that's just wavering in the background. And the rockets red glare.
It was cool though. We had a room, like a game room. So if I'm over there, they're on their side, right there.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta pass their room to get there.
See.
So that didn't happen a lot. What would have to happen?
Creek, it was over.
If I'm there and they just like, man, I'm going to sleep like adults do. And he's like, forget it. This kid will go to sleep, which is crazy because I ain't. If you're not going to be there, if you're not going to enforce the law, I'm going to break the law.
I'm going to break the law.
Like,
man, good talk, brother.
Man, it's good to be back, Doc.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We apologize, man. What JC said, what you want me to do? I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. We like doing this.
Look, I mean, like I said at the very beginning, man, life be life. And I mean, there was a little period where I was sick. There was, weird.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I mean, it just hit me kind of hard for like about a week or so. To the point that it actually kind of changed my voice up for a little bit.
Hospital visit with it, or you?
No,
but it was heavy.
But it was heavy. Yeah, it hit heavy. also too, we both of us had car issues at one point, and we're not even going to get on that.
So now I need that thing to throw.
And
adulting,
and of course the boys.
Yep.
We got these boys that we're raising, and they have their little extracurricular activities that they have going on.
Right.
So, man, it's just hard to get together sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do better.
Yeah, we're gonna do better.
Yeah,
we're gonna do better. We're gonna make 2026 look a lot better.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tapping in. Be sure to keep following us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, subscribe, and please engage with us at all times. It'd be great. We appreciate it. We also appreciate those who keep sending in messages in regards to whatever they're dealing with in their lives. You don't have to do that, and we appreciate that because it's not always anonymous whenever they're sending this stuff in. So, but understand that we're not going to judge.
Good vibes and love,
not going to judge. Yeah. We understand everybody got their own traumas and everybody has their own issues that they're going through. We have our own traumas and issues that we go through.
Yep.
So we're not going to put anything like on you like that.
But we got an opinion about everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all know us now.
Exactly. So everything. We got an opinion about everything, but not to the point that we're going to vilify you or especially not going to call you out. So if you want to,
you can get that somewhere else.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you want to just hear our take on whatever it is that's going on in your life, drop a line, DM me, or hit us up on the email. Just bear with me, podcast@gmail.com. But of course, like I said, you can hit me up on the DMs with so hear me out _podcast, both on TikTok and on Instagram.
I gotta learn how to work Twitter, man.
You got to learn how to work.
It's unacceptable.
I'm telling you, man. You're acting like you're an old man. You're not an old man.
I don't know what my problem is.
You are not your father. You are not Mr. Oliver.
Well, I clearly got an issue with this.
Well,
I don't understand that, man. I don't know.
We're going to work on that. We're going to get there. All right. Peace, love, prayers. And as always, make a great day.